Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Q3 FY25 conference call of Shera Energy Limited, hosted by Kirin Advisors Private Limited. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then 0 on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Ms. Samiksha Ramtike from Kirin Advisors. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. On behalf of Kirin Advisors, I welcome you all to the conference call of Shera Energy Limited. From management team, we have Mr. Sheikh Naseem, Chairman and Managing Director, and Ms. Jyoti Goyal, Company Secretary and Compliance Officer. Now, I hand over the call to Ms. Jyoti Goyal. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to discuss Shera Energy Limited's financial performance for the first 9 months of financial year 2024-25. We are pleased to report strong financial results for the period. However, beyond the numbers, we are excited to share the insight into the progress and growth of Shera Energy's core business. We are pleased to report strong financial results reflecting our steady growth and operational efficiency. Our consolidated total revenue increased to rupees 909 crore, marking a year-on-year growth of 53.70% for 9 months FY25, showcasing the market demand. EBITDA rose to rupees 42.91 crore, reflecting a growth of 15.98%, highlighting our strong operational performance and efficient cost management, while net profit increased by 37.85% to rupees 15.63 crore, indicating our ability to translate higher revenue into improved profitability. EPS improved by 27.92%, rising from rupees 4.19 to rupees 5.36. On a standalone basis for 9 months FY25, our revenue stood at rupees 625.04 crore, up 40.44% year-on-year, with EBITDA at rupees 20.53 crore and net profit growing by 20.53% to rupees 6.82 crore. These results demonstrate our ability to strengthen our market position while maintaining financial discipline. Shera Energy operates as one of the leading manufacturers of non-operational metal products, primarily copper and aluminium, with a strong focus on winding wires and strips used in transformer, motors, and electrical panels. Over the years, we have successfully integrated our operations backward and forward, allowing us to provide a diverse range of value-added products. Our product portfolio includes paper-covered wires, enamel and fiber-covered wires, round and rectangular wires, bunched wires, catering to a wide range of industrial needs. Over the past few months, we have made significant strides in both our production capacity and market expansion by increasing our production capacity by 15%, now reaching 46,750 metric tons. We are well positioned to meet the growing demand in our market. Additionally, our global footprint continues to expand with the launch of Shera Zambia Limited in Central Africa, which will focus on serving the local and regional market with our high-quality winding wires and cables. The progress we have made in backward and forward integration through our subsidiaries, Rajputana Industries Limited and Shera Metal Private Limited, also play a key role in enhancing our product offering and overall business growth. Looking ahead, we are focused on deriving further growth through our strategic investment in capacity expansion, strengthening our global footprint, and enhancing operational efficiency. Thank you for your continued support. Now I would like to request for Naseem sir for questions and answer round.
Thank you, ma'am. We will now begin with the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. A reminder to all participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, you may press star and one to ask a question. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, you may press star and one. We will wait while the question queue assembles. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please press star and one to ask a question. Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
लोग आए नहीं है कि लोगों के पास सवाल ही नहीं है?
सर, हमारे पास अभी 21 पार्टिसिपेंट्स है.
अच्छा, आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार. आप अगर मेरा आवाज सुन रहे हैं तो
जी सर, आप ऑडिबल है.
तो आपको जो भी जानकारी लेनी है, कैसे भी क्वेश्चन हो, आई एम देयर टू आंसर ऑल टाइप ऑफ क्वेरीज दैट यू हैव. Please come up with your questions.
Yes. We've got a question. The first one is from the line of Mahesh Seth, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mahesh bhai.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. My first question is that can you provide insight into the key factors which are driving the YOY growth of 53.70% in consolidated revenue for the 9 months? Yeah,
सर,
so can
मैंने
you provide
पुरानी अर्निंग कॉल में भी आप लोग को बताया था, कंपनी के पास ऑर्डर बेस काफी अच्छा है और अभी हमने पिछले 2-3 महीने पहले कैपेसिटी इन्हांसमेंट भी किया था और आने वाले समय में कुछ कैपेसिटी पे काम और चल रहा है, नए प्रोजेक्ट्स और आ रहे हैं. सो जो ग्रोथ अभी तक मिली है ये एंड नहीं है, बल्कि फर्दर इससे काफी बड़ी ग्रोथ और आने वाली है. हमारी सब्सिडरीज में भी इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है, दोनों सब्सिडरीज में नया इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है, चल रहा है. तो अभी वो अगले फाइनेंशियल ईयर तक उसके प्रोडक्शन आ जाएगा. So I can expect a substantial growth in the next FY25-26. But for 24-25 जो हमने आपको पुरानी अर्निंग कॉल पे एक्सपेक्ट किया था, कंपनी उसी लाइन पर आगे चल रही है.
Okay, got it.
जी.
It is the investment and like capacity expansion. These are the main factors. Right?
प्रोडक्ट भी एक्सपेंड होंगे और कैपेसिटी भी बढ़ रही है. अभी अगर हमारे पिछले 2 महीने पुराना डिक्लेरेशन आप देखोगे जो हमने एनएससी में अपलोड भी किया था, हमारी कैपेसिटी, इंस्टॉल्ड कैपेसिटी भी बढ़ी है और उसके यूटिलाइजेशन भी बढ़ता जा रहा है. तो आने वाले समय में हमारे पास ऑर्डर बेस काफी अच्छा है. भारत सरकार का भी काफी योगदान है इसमें. भारत सरकार का जो इंफ्रा बेस्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स में काफी काम हो रहा है. अब इंफ्रा में 2 किस्म के इंफ्रा होते हैं, एक तो रोड नेटवर्क और दूसरा है इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन का. तो इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन में गवर्नमेंट का काफी बड़ा बजट है और आने वाले समय में काफी काम होगा. सोलर का जितना एक्सपांशन हो रहा है, सोलर पे जितना इन्वेस्टमेंट हो रहा है, अल्टीमेटली वो हमारी इंडस्ट्री को ही ग्रो करने में मदद करेगा.
Okay, got it.
जी. जी.
Can you also tell me how do you see the EBITDA margins evolving in upcoming quarters?
एबिटा मार्जिन इसी लाइन में रहने वाले हैं सर, क्योंकि हमारे प्रोडक्ट में कोई नया एडिशन अगले क्वार्टर में नहीं हो रहा है. तो एबिटा इसी लाइन पे जाने वाला है.
Okay, so यही मेंटेन रहेगा. Got it.
सिमिलर लाइन पे रहेगा.
Okay. And can you also tell me that are there any plans for listing of Shera Metal Private Limited?
Sir, it is premature to comment on that. लेकिन अगर अभी उस सब्सिडरी पे काफी काम चल रहा है, नए इन्वेस्टमेंट्स हो रहे हैं, उसकी बैलेंस शीट और वो और इम्प्रूव करने की जरूरत है. जैसे जैसे वो चीज इम्प्रूव होगी वही समय पर मार्केट की पोजीशन देख के हम उसमें भी फंड रेजिंग करेंगे.
Okay, got it. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Shera, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
So yeah, thank you for the opportunity. My first question is like, do you foresee any potential risk or opportunity to maintain this level of revenue growth in the coming quarters?
जयरा जी, पहले तो आपका सवाल बहुत अच्छा है एंड आई डोंट फोरसी एनी रिस्क फॉर इन नियर फ्यूचर, बट पोटेंशियल अभी काफी दिख रहा है. तो अगर आपको ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स की नॉलेज हो थोड़ी बहुत तो मैं उसको अपडेट करूंगा कि सरकार की तरफ से अभी लेवल 1 ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स ऑपरेशंस में लग रहे हैं और आने वाले समय में ये लेवल 2 पे जाएंगे. ये बेसिकली एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी के ऊपर में भारत सरकार का काफी ध्यान है और एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी के लिए जो ऑलरेडी इक्विपमेंट लगे हुए हैं उनको अपग्रेड करके उनको हायर बेटर एफिशिएंट ट्रांसफार्मर पे जाना पड़ेगा. तो अभी तो नए कनेक्शन सारे लेवल 2 पे जा रहे हैं, लेवल 3 भी आएगा, लेकिन आने वाले समय में आप देखेंगे कि जो ऑलरेडी सिस्टम में बिना स्टार रेटेड जो ट्रांसफार्मर है या जो लेवल 1 के ट्रांसफार्मर है वो आने वाले समय में सरकार उनको रिप्लेस भी करेगी, क्योंकि वो एग्जिस्टिंग सिस्टम में लॉसेस डालते हैं. जितनी बिजली पैदा होती है उसका 5-10% छीजत में चला जाता है. तो उस छीजत को कम करना, बेसिकली द एनर्जी सेव्ड इज एनर्जी जनरेटेड. तो एनर्जी जो आपने बचा लिया विथ बेटर एफिशिएंट ट्रांसफार्मर लगा के, उतनी जनरेशन भारत सरकार की और बढ़ती जाएगी. तो जैसे जैसे डिमांड बढ़ रही है तो उत्पादन भी बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. अब आने वाले समय में कार्बन फुटप्रिंट भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है. तो बिजली उत्पादन करने से बेहतर है आप बिजली की जो कंजम्पशन है, ये जो कंजम्पशन नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, जो पिल्फरेज है जो कि लॉसेज में खत्म हो जाती है, उन पे फोकस करना ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया. तो टोटल जितना सिस्टम पे अगर आपका 10% लॉसेज है, इस 10% को आप आधा भी कर देंगे तो भी बहुत हैवी जनरेशन के रूप में ये कंट्रीब्यूट करेगा. तो आपके बिना कार्बन एमिशंस को कम करते हुए आपने इसमें ग्रोथ ले ली. तो इस पे पूरे दुनिया में ये काम चल रहा है और भारत इसमें काफी अग्रसर है. तो आई कैन फोरसी अ वेरी गुड एंड ब्राइट फ्यूचर फॉर द कंपनी फॉर इयर्स टू कम.
ओके सर, व्हाट दैट्स एन इंसाइटफुल इन्फॉर्मेशन आपने शेयर की। तो सर इसमें आपके कोई कॉम्पिटिटर्स रहेंगे जिसके साथ आपका कोई सा एज मिलता रहेगा टू कम्पीट विद देम? तो
सर
सर
ये
आपका
देखिए,
सपोर्ट।
कंपनी का अगर आप बैकग्राउंड पे जाएंगे तो 2003 में जब कंपनी बनी थी तो बहुत स्मॉल स्केल कंपनी थी है, बहुत छोटे लेवल के प्लेयर थे। लेकिन विथ द टेक्नोलॉजिकल बैकग्राउंड दैट वी हैड एंड द टेक्निकल एक्सपर्टाइज वी हैव सरपास्ड ऑल दैट मशरूम ग्रोथ लेवल competition. Now the company has become among the top 10 biggest winding manufacturer across India. तो उस स्टेट पे पहुंचने के लिए हमने काफी प्रयास किया, काफी मेहनत करी है। और अब हमारा कंपटीशन क्रीन से है, जो कि इंडिया के जो टॉप क्लास वाइंडिंग वायर मैन्युफैक्चरर हैं। अब हम उनसे compete करते हैं, जो कि ग्रास रूट लेवल मैन्युफैक्चरर्स हैं। आवर क्वालिटी, आवर रिलायबिलिटी, आवर कमिटमेंट टू सप्लाई, आवर प्राइसिंग इज मच बेटर देन दोज पीपल। सो दैट लेवल ऑफ कंपटीशन वी हैव ऑलरेडी पास्ड। और इस साल कंपनी का मुझे हर्ष हो रहा है बताते हुए 75 करोड़ के हमने करीब करीब एक्सपोर्ट सेल ऑलरेडी दिसंबर तक कर लिया था। तो आई एक्सपेक्ट कि आने वाले समय में एक्सपोर्ट सेल्स हमारी और बढ़ती जाएगी और कंपनी इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे भी काफी अच्छा परफॉर्म करने वाली है।
ये अच्छी बात है सुन के, थैंक यू सर। और सर दूसरा सवाल ये कि आपके की इंडस्ट्री ड्राइविंग डिमांड क्या है शेरा एनर्जी प्रोडक्ट्स के?
ड्राइविंग डिमांड?
हाँ, सबसे ज्यादा डिमांड कहाँ से आ रहा है आपको?
सर अगर मैं आपको इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे ही समझाऊं, हर घर में इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेज लगे हुए हैं।
ओके।
तो आपके जो इलेक्ट्रिकल अप्लायंसेज हैं वो आपके मिक्सी में है, आपके वॉशिंग मशीन में है, इन सब में वाइंडिंग वायर लगता है। अगर आप ध्यान करें, हर मिडिल क्लास फैमिली और अबव मिडिल क्लास फैमिली और लोअर मिडिल क्लास फैमिली हर 3 साल 4 साल में अपने हाउस होल्ड इक्विपमेंट्स को अपग्रेड करता है। आपके जो आज मॉडल्स अवेलेबल हैं, 3 साल बाद वो मार्केट में अपग्रेडेड नए मॉडल विद नए फीचर आते जाएंगे। तो आप पुराने को ऑब्सोलीट करते जाते हैं और नया खरीदते जाते हैं। तो कांस्टेंट डिमांड मार्केट में बनी रहती है। ऐसा ही रोल ट्रांसफार्मर इंडस्ट्री में भी प्ले होता है। तो जैसे जैसे हायर एफिशिएंट ट्रांसफार्मर मार्केट में आते जाते हैं, पुराने जो ओल्ड ट्रांसफार्मर जो कि बिजली का कंजम्पशन इटसेल्फ में करते हैं, वो सिस्टम से ऑब्सोलीट होते जाते हैं। तो इस वजह से एक तो रिप्लेसमेंट मार्केट बहुत बड़ा है, और दूसरा जैसे जैसे इलेक्ट्रिफिकेशन जनरेशन हो रहा है, जैसे जितने सोलर आपके सिस्टम में आते जा रहा है, सरकार की तरफ से काफी प्रोत्साहन है फॉर सोलर एनर्जी जनरेशन। घर घर पे सोलर लगने के लिए मोदी जी का प्लान है।
राइट।
अब सोलर जब इतना लगेगा तब कैन यू इमेजिन द लेवल ऑफ जनरेशन इंडिया में होने वाला है। अब जब इतनी बिजली पैदा होगी, बिजली ऐसी चीज तो है नहीं कि जिसको आप स्टोर कर सको, अल्टीमेटली वो कंज्यूम होगी। तो जहां भी कंज्यूम होगा वहां पर वाइंडिंग वायर विल प्ले द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट रोल। सो इतना जब जनरेशन होगा, जनरेशन को आप खत्म तो कर नहीं सकते। सूरज की किरणें तो कम होने वाली है नहीं कि आने वाले 10 साल में सूरज की किरणें कम हो जाएंगी।
राइट।
तो जितना जनरेशन बनेगा उतना गवर्नमेंट का एंटिसिपेशन है, उतना कंजम्पशन बढ़ने वाला है। जैसे गरीब स्तर से लोगों की आमदनी बढ़ेगी, जिसके ऊपर में हमारे भारत सरकार का काफी फोकस है। जैसे लोगों की आमदनी बढ़ेगी, हर आदमी अपनी अपनी सुविधाओं को बढ़ाएगा। तो सुविधा में जब भी बढ़ेगा तो सबसे पहले अगर पंखा नहीं है, पंखा लगाएगा, उसमें वाइंडिंग वायर लगेगा। अब उसके घर में पंखा आ गया, उसके हैंड ब्लेंडर खरीदेगा, मिक्सी खरीदेगा, फिर वॉशिंग मशीन खरीदेगा। हर आदमी अपने लेवल को अपग्रेड करेगा। आने वाले हर 3-4 साल 5 साल में हर परिवार अपने स्तर को बढ़ाएगा। तो जैसे जैसे स्तर बढ़ेगा तो बिजली का कंजम्पशन भी बढ़ेगा, और जहां बिजली का कंजम्पशन बढ़ा, हमारे माल की रिक्वायरमेंट बढ़ती जाएगी। तो ये है मेन ड्राइविंग फोर्स फॉर आवर ग्रोथ इन दिस सेगमेंट।
ओके, थैंक यू। और सर अभी मैंने सुना है कि देयर इज एन रिसेंट 15% इंक्रीज इन प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी। तो उसकी वजह से क्या है, आपकी इम्पैक्ट क्या है ऑपरेशंस और मार्केट रीच में?
सर वो आप हमारी परफॉर्मेंस में देख सकते हैं। लास्ट 9 मंथ्स का अगर आप देखेंगे तो हम थे 600 करोड़ के आसपास, 589 के आसपास थे, और इस साल हमने 906 कर लिया है सर। तो 600 करोड़ से 900 पर आए हैं हम। हमने प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी 15% से बढ़ाई और पुराने जो कैपेसिटी का यूटिलाइजेशन था उसको इम्प्रूव किया। उस कैपेसिटी यूटिलाइजेशन को इम्प्रूव करके ये स्थिति आई है और आने वाले समय में छोटा छोटा लेवल पर कंपनी अपने पैसों से कैपेक्स और करती जा रही है और कुछ कैपेसिटी इन्हांसमेंट आने वाले समय में और होने वाला है। तो कंपनी और इंस्टॉलेशन ऑफ मशीनरी करती रहेगी और निरंतर अपने प्रोडक्ट की जैसे जैसे डिमांड है मैं अपनी कैपेसिटी और प्रोडक्शन बढ़ाता जाऊंगा।
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you for sharing such information and best of luck.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
The next question comes from the line of Riya Bansal, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
जी,
Hello. Thanks
यस
for
मैडम, यस आई कैन।
Yeah. So thanks for this opportunity. So my first question is, how much of revenue growth is volume driven versus the price driven?
मैडम, एक मेटल इंडस्ट्री में आप हमेशा ये ध्यान रखिए, प्राइस हर साल ऑन एन एवरेज 5 से 8% इंटरनेशनल प्राइस इंक्रीज होती है ऑन बेस मेटल। हमारे कॉपर में लास्ट ईयर की भी एलएमई के जो प्राइसेस रहे हैं वो इन द रेंज ऑफ 9,000-9,500 रहे हैं और करंट ईयर में भी इट इज इन द रेंज ऑफ 9,000 to 9,500। तो प्राइस में उतना इम्पैक्ट हमारे कॉपर में नहीं आया, जबकि एल्यूमिनियम में प्राइस डिक्लाइन हुई है। लास्ट ईयर प्राइस थी 2700 से 3500 के रेंज में, इस साल वो 2200 से 2500 के रेंज में रही है। तो ये जितनी ग्रोथ आई है मेनली क्वांटिटी बेस्ड आई है, लेकिन ऑन एन एवरेज हमारी इंडस्ट्री में एक जनरल ट्रेंड रहता है 5 से 7% प्राइस में ग्रोथ आती है और बाकी हम शेरा की बात करूं तो 20 से 30% क्वांटिटी में ग्रोथ हम लेते आ रहे हैं पिछले सालों से। तो आने वाले समय में इसी दर से हम आगे बढ़ते रहेंगे।
Okay. Okay, sir. So my next question is like, how do you compare your performance to industry peers in terms of growth and profitability?
मैडम, टू बी वेरी फ्रैंक, हम इंडस्ट्री पेयर से डायरेक्टली कंपेयर नहीं हो सकते इन टर्म्स ऑफ लिस्टेड कंपनीज। हम शेरा एनर्जी इंक्लूडिंग इट्स सब्सिडरी, आपका डायरेक्ट कोई भी ऐसा कंपनी नहीं है जो कि एल्यूमिनियम, कॉपर और ब्रास पे तीनों पे काम करता हो। हमारी जो कंसोलिडेटेड बैलेंस शीट है दैट इज अ मर्जर ऑफ आवर ऑल प्रोडक्ट्स, कॉपर, एल्यूमिनियम एंड ब्रासेस। So we are the only one which are listed who are dealing in all these three metals। पहली चीज। दूसरी चीज आता हूं मैं बाइंडिंग वायर से अगर कंपेयर करते हैं तो देयर आर 2 मेजर प्लेयर्स लाइक प्रिसिशन एंड आरआर वायर्स। सो उनसे अगर मैं कंपनी को कंपेयर करता हूं तो मैं उनकी परफॉर्मेंस से अगर देखता हूं, आई फील वी आर बेटर इन देयर मार्जिन एंड ऑपरेशन साइज। ऑपरेशन उनका काफी बड़ा है, लेकिन उस ऑपरेशन के लेवल को हम एकदम से मैच नहीं कर रहे हैं। दे आर डूइंग रफली 3,000 to 4,000 टन अ मंथ। वी आर इन द रेंज ऑफ 500 to 600 टन अ मंथ फॉर बाइंडिंग वायर्स। सो उस एंगल से भी कंपैरिजन नहीं होता। उनका इन्वेस्टमेंट और हमारे इन्वेस्टमेंट में बहुत हैवी डिफरेंस है, लेकिन वो 50-55 साल पुरानी कंपनियां हैं। वी आर न्यू इन द मार्केट, वी आर जस्ट 15-20 ईयर्स ओल्ड इन दिस लाइन। बट इन टोटलिटी अगर मैं ग्रोथ स्टोरी को देखूंगा, इफ आई कंपेयर 15-20 ईयर्स ग्रोथ स्टोरी ऑफ अस, वी हैव एक्सेल्ड ऑल दीज इंडस्ट्रीज प्रिवेलिंग इन द मार्केट।
Okay, sir. Good to hear that. So my last question is that, are there any risks associated with raw material price volatility, and how do you mitigate them?
Your question is very good, madam. This risk is always there if you are not going into back-to-back buying of the metals. We have a hedging plans in the company. We do the proper hedging of our raw materials. So whatever is sold, first we do the sales and then we do the buying. So we always cover our sales with a buying back-to-back. We never do the buying first and then sales. So that way we are covered with the volatility in the metal prices.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks for answering this question. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
The next question comes from the line of Priya Gupta, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello,
जी मैडम।
am I audible to you?
Yes, you are audible.
Hello.
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, Priya, please go ahead. You are audible. Please go ahead with your question.
Hello, am I audible to you?
Very much, madam. Please go ahead.
Okay. Good evening, sir. So my question is, how do you plan to enhance your distribution network to reach new customers?
Okay. हमारे प्रोडक्ट में डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नेटवर्क जैसी चीज नहीं होती मैडम. दिस इज अ इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्ट. सो वी रीच टू ऑल न्यू प्रोबेबल बायर. We present them with our quality. We present them with our samples. We present them with our pricing models and our financial scheme with them. So upon the approval from the purchaser, since we are not new in the market, all our major buyers understand that we are an established player into the binding wire. So they know the company beforehand we go for any presentation. So this is the way we present ourselves for adding up the new customer bank. So this is required only when we are not in position to fetch orders from our existing suppliers. But just to make you aware, more than 95% of our satisfied customers, we get a repeated order of our total volumes that we sell. Only 3 to 5% remaining order, we add new customers every year. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So we are matching the increased demand of our existing customers. So we cater them the first, and then whatever new product is developed by that company, that is sold on a new marketing strategy in the market.
Okay. Thank you very much. And my next question is, yes, what are the company's long-term targets for revenue contribution from exports?
Madam, I am not supposed to answer you in terms of figures, but I can give you. Last year we did roughly 50 odd crores, and by December we have already done roughly 75 CR. And moving ahead, I expect a substantial growth into our export business, and I expect the companies in terms of total share of exports. No, looking to the size of Indian market, the way the country is growing, I doubt that there will be a substantial increase into a percentage of export. But if I compare only export to export, you will see a dramatic growth in next financial year as well as this financial year. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
You have to compare apple to apple. If you compare our previous year export sale to this year export sale, you will find a dramatic change. But if you compare our export sale vis-a-vis domestic sales, the margin of export sale will be very nominal. You got it? It will be less than 10%. But since the Indian market is doing very good, all our growth has come with a contribution mainly because of the domestic market, and some contribution has come through the growth into domestic export sales as well.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
answering all questions.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Swaraj Singhania, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, very much, sir.
Yes, thanks for the opportunity. My first question is, what regulatory challenges do you face in international market, and how do you navigate them?
Regulatory challenges.
Yes.
That you mean to say in terms of taxation?
Yes.
There is no challenge in terms of taxation because whatever you are exporting, the government is not charging any VAT or any GST on that. So there is no challenge in terms of export on that. But whatever you are importing against your import, it's a duty free. So again, there is no price impact on your exports. So that way I don't find any challenge. Rather, the government is giving an incentive of roughly 1% or 1.5% around on your export, whatever you do in terms of they have that scheme. So I don't find any challenge or any problem with the Indian government in terms of doing exports. The challenge comes against the Chinese player, where the Chinese government is giving them incentive or rebate of 13% on their exports. That is an incentive. They get additional 13% of their cost of production. So that's a big amount to counter the Chinese part. But in our case, since the China is a very big importer of copper, they don't produce copper themselves. They don't have the mines. They don't have a major processing plant into copper. So the cost of production of copper of China is substantially higher than cost of production of copper in India. So there we get an edge over China to combat with this 13%. And recently the Chinese government, after this US election, have done a very good thing. Under the pressure of the Americans, the Chinese government is forced to withdraw the 13% incentive on all exports of copper and aluminium products. So that's a very good incentive on our industry, and that is where I can foresee a very good market coming up for our company in near future. If that remains intact, then Indian pricing will be cheaper than the Chinese pricing.
Okay, thanks for the clarification. And the next question is, what are Shera's Energy's key strategy priorities for the next 3 to 5 years?
Can you please repeat that?
Sure. What are Shera's Energy's key strategic priorities for next 3 to 5 years?
This is very difficult to answer because our priorities change as the market changes. But right now our topmost priority is the investment that we have made in our subsidiaries. We have to make them run smoothly in next financial year. We are adding up new product lines for nickel-based alloys that I have already updated you people that those production capacities will be starting off by end of March, and after that the trial production and all that will go. So I plan the challenge will be to stabilize those products and market them for the next financial year. This is going to be our first target that we have to achieve. And then next year, since the Shera Energy's standalone production facility is operating at very substantial high percent volumes in terms of percentage, so I intend to do some investment to add some machineries into Shera Energy as well in the next FY or maybe next to next year.
Okay, and are there any plans to introduce more high margin value added products?
That we are already doing, sir. That's the reason we are putting up those investment into our subsidiaries, Shera and Rajputana, Shera Metal and Rajputana Industries, where we are going to produce a product which have a better margins, and that will drive the company's EBITDA lines on a better scale for the next FY25-26.
Okay, that's it from my side. Thanks for the information. Best of luck.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
The next question comes from the line of Sonia Segal, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. I
Yes,
want
madam.
to ask you about the Zambia facility. Like, what exactly do you plan to do over there? And the supplies would only be to the local market, or there will be exports from there too?
Madam, we are planning, we went to Zambia for exploration of mines and acquire the mine and do the mining process. So that work is going on for copper, and second product is the gold. Now I foresee one more potential in that market is to manufacture local products like transformers or like electrical cables, conductors. So these are basically totally imported from China. Majorly the country is dependent for imports from China. So here I see a good potential for our company to export from India or rather start producing them there itself into Zambia. So company is focusing and discussing. It's a very preliminary stage. I cannot declare the figures and all that as of now. But this opportunity of business is also coming up. It is not yet finalized as per our agenda, but we are considering this. We are examining all the details on that. But besides that, copper processing we are going to start very soon, and I expect in next FY you will see good growth into our supply of copper from Zambia.
Okay, so that will help you in reduction of your raw material cost, right? Which can lead to margin expansion.
That is going to reduce our purchase price. First time we are for the first financial year 25-26, we expect to do that business to the tune such that it replaces roughly 20 to 25% of our requirement, and then next year to touch around 40 to 50% of our requirement. So that is going to substantially add in reducing our purchase cost and improving our EBITDA margins.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
The next question comes from the line of Ananya Swaminathan from C Square. Please go ahead.
Yes, madam.
Please go ahead, Ananya. Ananya, please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes, madam.
Ananya, you're not audible.
Hello.
Yes, Ananya.
Yes, madam.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are good.
Are there any geographies the company is looking to expand into?
Can you please clarify and what is your intent of that question? I'm not understanding what you want to. Can you please repeat?
Hello.
Yes,
Am I audible?
you are audible, madam.
So, how do you differentiate your products in highly competitive global market?
Competition. You are asking about the competition in global market?
Yes.
Hello. Definitely, madam. Metal is a very mature line and it's a very old line. We always have a competition, but you have to be good enough to compete in the market in terms of quality and then the pricing. So competition is always there.
Does that
Hello.
answer your question,
Yeah.
Ananya?
And what demand trends are you seeing in key export markets?
What demand?
Are you seeing in key export markets?
Oh, there is a huge demand globally. There is endless demand if I speak in terms of things. The US market, if it goes good with India, if they are not going to put some tariff or this like they did with Chinese. So if that is going to happen, then a very big potential of market is going, or sizable market is going to come to India. And beyond that, still, in spite of those countries, Middle East is a very big buyer of our product. Then African countries are a very big buyer of our products. So competition is also there. Competition is from China or from South America like Brazil and all that. But you have to stand into the market. You have to work as per your pocket size. If your pocket size is big, you work big. If you work as per your working capital, cash flows, and your what is easy available fund. Whenever you are exporting, your money is blocking for some period. You are being paid when the goods reach there. So that much cash flow the company should have, that much reserves we should have to deploy So there is a big calculation that we do, whether we put our money into the domestic market or whether we put our money into export market. If I put all money into export, the growth in the company will not come. No doubt profit will be there. But if I talk in terms of percentage, it will be there. But if I talk in terms of absolute figures, it will vanish as compared to what we do now. So it all depends on the available cash flows in the company and available facilities, available liquidity in the company. The growth and opportunity is no problem in our life.
Yeah, so that's it from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
The next question comes from the line of Priya Jain from Green Capital. Please go ahead.
Yes, madam.
Hello.
Yes, madam.
Good evening, sir. So I just wanted to understand that is there any update on the utilization rate for the expanded capacity?
Madam, that data I cannot give you as of now. We have not tabulated that data, but we will be doing it shortly, and we will make it on a quarter basis. But on a range, I can give you a rough idea. We are utilizing roughly 85 to 80% of our total installed capacity as of now. We have 3 different products, so capacity utilization is different for all 3 different products. Some products we are even attaining 90%, and some products we are doing 76 to 80%. But if you put it together as a whole, it will come in the range of 80 to 85%.
So any further plan to expand it to 90, 95% or 100%? Hopefully.
Definitely you will see this happening into next quarter. Next quarter we are going to enhance our sales, and I expect the utilization will be better than what we did for this 9 months.
So also, any plans to leverage backward and forward integration to improve margins further?
Definitely, madam. That's the reason we are investing into Zambia, and where we are going to get our raw materials at a cheaper prices than what we are getting now. So market is not going to give you additional prices on your sale. You have to compete and you have to be at par with your existing competitors. So there is no scope of growth of EBITDA margins. The scope of EBITDA margin in terms of percentage growth is only in your purchasing. So the best way is to start making your own raw materials, start putting money to reduce your purchase price, and that's the reason the company has ventured into African area, and I expect this will take a good turn for the company or next FY 25-26.
So, I wanted to understand if you have signed any deal in Zambia.
Madam, negotiations and work are going on. I have not yet signed anything. Whatever and whenever I sign it, it will be intimated to all the investors through the exchange first. But dialogues and negotiations are in progress, and nothing yet has moved concrete. But very soon it is going to happen. So at the right time, I will intimate all my investors and all my probable bankers for this through the proper channel, that the company will make a proper declaration.
So have you identified any mines there?
Many. Not only one, many.
That's so good to hear, sir. Also, I have one more question. Any quotation you would happy to quote, like any order book, especially in international market?
Our industry runs in a different manner, madam. We never have a big order books because the metal price is changing on a day-to-day basis. So no one is going to book order for coming 4 months on a one fixed price. They book us a quantities. That is not an order book. They book us with quantities. That in next 4 months they are going to buy 400 tons, 500 tons. But the order will come on every 3 to 4 days. Every week, weekly the orders will come depending on the price they have closed with us. You got it? So order size is never big in our industry. It's normally 20. It starts from 25 tons, maximum goes to 100 to 200 tons. So the order book is not very big as a single order. No, this industry works on a scattered orders at a differential price. Every customer does not give order on the same price. You got it? It's a commodity, madam. No one is buying things on a one day at a one flat price. It's a scattered thing. It just operates like the money moves into exchanges. Like you see the Sensex, you see the Nifty, how it is changing. So metal price also keeps changing like that. So no one is going to buy anything at a spot price for their requirement for coming 6 months. Everyone is buying what they need tomorrow, what they need day after tomorrow.
Fair enough, sir. Also, when we can expect the operation in Zambia? CapEx.
Madam, I have told you next FY you will find the operations happening very soon.
And what about the CapEx, sir?
The CapEx, I'm not supposed to answer you on this because there are many things hidden into it. Company is working to reduce its CapEx requirement there. I am in dialogue with the existing plants which are already established by some other players. But let it happen, let it materialize. And once it happens, the company will be working with them on a lease basis. So that is my first area where I'm focusing too much to reduce my capex requirement, that I should also be careful in investing in a foreign land with a big investment. So I'll move in a slow phase. So the requirement of money for getting the machineries and land and plant machine building, that I'm trying to cut short. I'm trying to put more money into the working capital. So this is the idea behind, and that's the reason I'm in dialogue with many people around. So I hope things will materialize soon and it will be intimated to the exchange.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering all my questions very patiently. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
The next question comes from the line of Jignesh Vadia from Jiva. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So to understand the preferential allotment that we have done in November, it was only for Zambia operations?
No, sir. No. Preferential allotment was for raising our stake into our subsidiary, one, and second for raising our working capital requirement. And a small portion was supposed to go to the Zambia for our working capital requirement into Zambian operations.
Okay.
Not the whole money was going into Zambia. A small portion of that.
Right. So, and to understand more on the Zambian operations that you plan to have, any past experiences of any other players? Because this is African continent is known to be, there may be some delays or some other challenges that we may face. So do we anticipate any challenges so that there can be a delay of 6 to 12 months to start the operations? Or everything is on a steady state basis on a very fast track mode?
Sir, not to be proud of, but I have experience of over 30 years into this line. I am taking my whole time in studying everything. I know my pocket size, I know my investment size, and I know the place where I am working and what are the potentials there. So I don't want to get entrapped with someone where I will be in position, where I'll be losing something. I'm studying the market thoroughly. I'm meeting people a lot. I'm meeting with the government people. I'm meeting with the agencies. And I'm in a constant dialogue. Every month I travel to Zambia. Every month I'm there for 10 to 15 days. So this homework is going on, and based on the experience that I have got in last 12 months, now I am confident that things are going to materialize soon. I have made good connections and contacts with many people working there. First, I study their weaknesses, I study what shortcomings they are having. Then I hit their point, and based on that, the people are coming to, they are ready to make some JVs, looking to the experience that I have, looking to the market that I have. So this type of negotiations I'm making with roughly 15-20 people, out of which 2 of them I expect to be finalized very soon. And soon I am going to intimate to the exchange how I am going to invest and how I am going to do the business into Zambian origin.
Okay. So, sir, mostly since it would be lease basis, so we would not require any further fundraising going ahead, right?
It will. You see, the copper is a huge capital required product.
Okay.
First year, I will be doing with a capacity that I can handle with my present money that I have raised for this business. After my good experience and after I run the business for 6, 7 months or 8 months, and after I get all my payments on time, I don't find challenges in getting the raw material. I don't have any problems with the government agencies working there, the laborers working there. Once everything is stabilizes, it will be a bull run for the company. Then I am going to take good amount of equity and good amount of investment, either through the bank or from raising the fund through public sharing. So the company will be going aggressive after my good experience for 6, 7 months of start of operation. So I'm not committing any big thing happening in 25, 26. This is going to be the experimental phase. But the way I have experience, I have learned with my experience of 12 months there, I can foresee a substantial decline into our cost of purchase. And whatever things are coming up on paper, let it happen physically. Once it starts happening physically, when I get the confidence, money will not be a problem to invest there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the last question for today. I would now like to hand the conference over to Ms. Samiksha Ramteke. Thank you, and over to you, ma'am.
Thank you everyone for joining the conference call of Shera Energy Limited. If you have any queries, you can write to us at research@kirinadvisors.com. Once again, thank you for joining the conference call. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you everyone for your valuable questions. It was pleasure answering your points. Hopefully I have made you a satisfied answer. And even if you have further queries, you may please come up with everything. I am here to answer all your queries. Thank you for being a part of the company. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Kirin Advisors Private Limited, that concludes this conference. You may now disconnect your lines.